All right. Thanks for inviting me. I'm Alberto Lanzanova. I'm from CSC, IT Center for Science in Finland. We are a non-profit private company owned by the Finnish government and Finnish university to provide services for Finnish users, Finnish researcher, Finnish university. And we are also the hosting entities for the LUMI supercomputer, one of the EuroHPC JU supercomputers. We are also the leader of the consortium that is delivering the EuroHPC Federation platform that is happening, in the sense that already in a couple of months we will be online and delivering the federation of the EuroHPC system. I'm really happy to be here because, yes, it was very inspiring. I think that we are discussing or talking about very similar things, maybe coming from different kind of directions. I mean, we might have different kind of approach, but we are doing similar things. So I'm really happy to be here. Our starting point is the vision of the EuroHPC JU undertaking to have a one-stop shop for accessing and utilizing all the EuroHPC systems and services. How we are going to do that? Through a federated platform that provides a streamlined single point of onboarding, and with that access, user can access all systems and services that are available at the moment on the EuroHPC JU system. We will provide direct access, we will provide interactive interfaces, we will have a unified software stack and programmatic APIs. So in a nutshell, this is what we're going to deliver, slowly, little by little. The target for us at the moment are the EuroHPC JU supercomputers. The first ones are the 9 currently online systems, HPC system, that is a subset of what you see there, and that are also to some extent linked to the AI factories. Some of them, like Jupiter, is basically the Jupiter AI factories, is the Jupiter system. They already have AI capabilities. Some other, like Mare Nostrum, I think will be just upgraded to have AI capabilities. LUMI, we will have a new system coming online hopefully next year. We are procuring that at the moment, and so forth. So this will affect also you, as I think you are an AI factory antenna with HLRS or the camera having
EPCC.
Yes, yeah. So this is the first target because there are 9 computers online, but we were talking yesterday about quantum. We will also federate and give access to the quantum computer EuroHPC JU Federation. This is coming slowly. There are, I think, at the moment 3 inaugurated quantum computers, but we will get there as well. The main feature of our platform here is in a nutshell. We will provide federated single identity and single sign-on using my access ID. We will have a resource allocation management and monitor across all the systems. So user in just one dashboard can access and see all the resources on all the different systems. We will have interactive web-based usage that will have Jupyter notebooks, command line, remote desktop, all the yada related to that. We will have federated software catalog distributed to easy to provide a kind of uniform software stack on all systems as well. We will provide advanced workflows and data transfer as well through the LeftSys platform, keeping that are part of our platform as well. And we don't forget power users. We will also give direct access utilizing SSH certificate, very short-lived one, so that give additional security, because there was discussion on security also yesterday. So this is what is going to happen basically already in April. At the moment, if you have already ever applied for EuroHPC JU resources, you go through the peer review platform. You apply for resources, you get resources, and so on. That first step won't change. The source of truth is still there. We are connected to that. But at the moment, what's the flow for users? Basically, all the accepted projects are manually transferred to each of those 9 systems. The users is invited to complete a separate registration for each of the different systems, and the users use a separate portal and credential to access and manage project at each of these services, at each of these hosting entities and the HPC center. With us, with the platform, it will change basically everything from the first step onward. The accepted project will automatically flow to the EFP. We will provision this information to the hosting entities, and the users is invited to join a project and register through the EFP. Thanks to that and our dashboard, they will be able to manage, access all the projects that they have on all the systems. It's not a subset because there is a lot of calls about benchmark development in which users have access to one or more, 3, 4 different kind of projects, different kind of systems. So this, in our opinion, will be a very useful innovation for them as well. The system that I talked about, the 9, and then we'll talk about quantum, the AI factories, they're all heterogeneous. It's the vision of JU to give different kind of hardware, different kind of capabilities, depending on the need of the users. We will not change that. That's going to still to be the same. Capabilities, services, they will stay as they are, the hosting entities. The onboarding and managing of the project, though, will be much more smoother because it will be just done once. And maybe if you're not very familiar, the EuroHPC JU under the joint undertaking, they own the EuroHPC JU system, but the systems are 50% funded. So at the moment, we are just talking about the share of the EuroHPC JU undertaking. So we are focusing on that user, not on the national side of the users. I have a slide also on that. Yeah, here actually. So in a very high-level picture, what is the overview? Well, a user through the federated entity can either have direct access to the different computing resources, or through the web browser and API, access the platform, get all of the services and all the experience of the EFP platform, and from there get into the resources. We are targeting not just researchers, university, people that are already using the systems, but also industry and especially SME. We discussed with few of you. SME is a key word at the moment because there are so many, they need access to resources. So that's something that we are also targeting as well. At the moment, the key part is that they will need to have an EuroHPC JU allocation in order to access the platform, because that's the first target, the target for the first release. But in addition to that, there is the plan to connect to Data Federation as well. So there's going to be a linkage from that point of view. And then there is also discussion about the non-EuroHPC share of the allocation. So everything that is national related. We already have had some discussion with some of the hosting entities that are interested about that and what can be done. There was a discussion about what's the buy-in for the service provider, giving the user a good experience, having less hassle when it comes to managing users, managing account, credentials, and so on. For some of them, especially the smaller one, it's a great thing. And for us in Lumi, we will do the same. Maybe not this year, but next year we will move to the federation platforms for the national locations one. The technology used for EFP. So my EFP is the dashboard, the one-stop shop that I was already talking about. I will have a screenshot that we took a month ago. Things a little bit changed in the interfaces, but that's the core of it. But underneath that, we have 7 different components that leverage open source or already funded services. So not to waste taxpayer money, not to reinvent the wheel, and to use something that has proven to be working. So we have EFP AI, allocation, interactive, workflow, reporting, help desk, and software listing. In addition to that, we have also committed, and we will upstream to open source wherever and whenever is possible. So that's our commitment. It's something that we believe in as well. So this is how it looks like. It's going to be a little bit different with the colors and the font, but that's basically how it will look. This is my EFP. So when a user log in, this is what they're going to see. Welcome, your workflow, your batch jobs, the maintenance announcement, which is quite nice in case you have access to different systems and so forth. On the left side, there is a menu with links to the other component as well. You will have a list of all your projects, the software catalog, and your workflows as well. If you're participating to the EuroHPC JU Summit in a couple of weeks, we will have also a demo on this. So you can also see it more interactively on how it looks like. So the components really briefly, EFP AI utilize my access ID for identity federation. We have AI proxy for a cluster discovery service and account registry. We will have identity vetting for medium strong level of assurance. We will support national EIDs and user with no institutional login, for example, industry, through passport validation and local guest ID keys as well. We will provide short-lived SSH certificate for direct access, and the identity federation can also be used directly, so without going to the federation, as I mentioned. Baldur was already mentioned, I think, and it's probably already known, but yeah, this is another component for the allocation. They provided a centric dashboard. Project member to see, manage their existing allocation. They provide metadata, collects and inform of the marketplace break and so on. For the first release, Baldur will also provide reporting on the usage, basically. That will be the goal for the first release. And this is how it looks like in the Federation platform. So all your allocation, the offerings, from where they come from, well, now just the JU repeat, what's the status and so on. So that's what the user will see. Workflow. We provide an easy access to visually manage workflows and distributed data management as well. We have an API that support different kind of language like Python and R. We will have a smart scheduling capability that will come not in the first release, but later on. That depends on what kind of information the hosting entities will be able and will be willing to share with us. So we have different kind of options and ideas as well on that as well. We will support multi-system workflow, so including quantum, AI, Kubernetes as well. This is not coming now because at the moment we're just focusing on the HPC system, but it's something that we have some ideas. There is some proof of concept, especially at E4I, that is the leader of this component. They are one of the hosting entities for Volk, that is one of the quantum computer for the HPC JU system. And then, of course, support for data staging from external users as well. Federated software catalog, a unified software stack, that some software will be available on all the system. There is an integration with EFP with Easy, that probably some of you have heard about it. And this software catalog will be the base both for interactive and for workflows as well. So they will be available in both directions. So not just for the web users, but also for other kind of users as well. And yes, and it's distributed to HPC system via CERN VMFS. And this is how it looks like. A lot of different kind of code distributed and automatically streamed through all the HPC system, and not only there, but we're focused on the system of the JU system at the moment. Interactive, that is based on open on demand, easy to use web interface. This is to cater to all kind of users, especially novice users, I would say, with interactive application like Jupyter notebooks that are quite popular, and support job management and file management on the federated resources. So this is how more or less how it will look like as well. We will have a help desk based on Zamad, in which user can ask for support when it comes to EFP related issues, and we will forward tickets to the other hosting entities when it comes to the actual resources and so forth. So this is in a nutshell what we are aiming at the moment. The first release will be in April 2026, and that's what we're going to deliver and add some little bit more detail. In addition to that, it's a 5-year project, and we start in January 2025. We also have other targets, and we have the commitment to connect to other federation efforts like simple EOS, but also take care of some specific use cases like the destination Earth, and we also have engaged a little bit with CERN as well, since they have kind of similar needs. The nature level of this integration is not set, it will evolve, but it's something that we are looking into and we're really looking forward to work on after the first release. Yes, this is the timeline. So the first phase we started in January 2025. Now, basically, end of Q1, we will be releasing the first release, which has the core functionality, which basically it is. We get information from the PVP platform. That information is provisioned to the hosting entities. User can register in EFP. They will find all the resources they can manage. They can submit their job through direct SSH certificate, direct SSH, and report their usage. So this is the basic that we will add in April. And this we should be integrated with the 9 hosting entities, the 9 systems currently online. We have then further improvement planned throughout the 2026. We will plan to deploy continuously. So we have one release every year, but we are not waiting for release to deploy something nice feature. We will do that continuously as soon as they're ready. We will integrate with the new EuroHPC system, and new systems are coming online all the time. So we have engaged with them as well. We will have the smart scheduler, I already mentioned that at some point, and initial connection engagement with the other federation as well. The second phase instead will start next year, 1st of January 2027, and it will run for 3 years. and it will see the full integration with all the other systems, the improved integration with the other federation, and other advanced feature that we might have. I have one more slide and then the lesson learned that I was asked to try to summarize what we've done. If you're interested, we are having trainings that are open to everybody, users, hosting entity especially, but I think might be of some of use. We have had one general one that is basically more or less what I explained you now. They are recording online. A few days ago, we had the one about the federated software catalog. I think that the recording is already online, might be wrong, but if not, it's coming soon. We will have next week the one on IF Interactive that hoping will present. And then maybe of interest of many of you, since there was discussion yesterday, EFP AI and workflows will come in April and May after the first release, after the rush that we are having at the moment. But at the link, EuroHPC.eu, that's our basic web page where you can find updates. And then there is the training section for that as well. And before I forget, yes, we are the leader of a consortium that involves IT4I, that is another hosting entity research center in Czech Republic, University of Tartu, Ghent University, GEANT, and Nordlet. This is the consortium that is delivering the federation platform. And among these, just CSC and IT4I, we are also hosting entities, so we are also a receiver of the services to some extent. Okay, this is the very last slide, lesson learned and challenges that we are facing. We haven't done a post-mortem yet, so take it with a grain of salt. But what we have noticed that we had put daring that timeline. In 15 months, we had to do everything to come to the first release, and that has been a big challenge. So if you're preparing your butt, keep that in mind, give yourself time to that. One of the reasons is that we had the concurrent development of the infrastructure for the federation platform itself that is deployed at CSC on our servers and so on. The internal components and their integration, but also the integration with the hosting entities. These has happened at the same time. So that was time consuming, personal resource consuming. So we have a lot of external dependencies. The peer review portal, we are now integrated in the current peer review platform, but there was supposed to be another peer review platform launched in June last year. That has never happened. So that has slowed down also our directions because it's not the same kind of work that we had planned for. And then we are depending on the hosting entities when it comes to the integration on their own system. So what we have tried to do is to balance between targeting a unified solution versus leaving control as much as possible to the hosting entities to do what they do, to offer their services and so on. And we're really planning, we have shown what we are planning in a unified way, but the plan is that we will be able to provide the services that each hosting entity is doing on their system through the federation platform as well. So that's going to be the next step. And then this is probably what we've been to some extent struggling the most about is the amount of implicit process, policies and so on that are at the hosting entities especially. It's something that we found out little by little as we moved forward. There's a lot of things that are just given for granted in many organizations. And when you try to federate them, then you have to deal with that and try to find a way, a compromise to some extent with that. So that's been kind of a challenge. And then the last one is more like a philosophical kind of view on that. Are we having a new standard or a standard that fit the current existing processes? So I think that we are more on the right side of that. We are standard that fit the current processes. We are adapting. We are very flexible. We are not invasive when it comes to the hosting entities. That's basically it to some extent. We will see where we are going to be. As I said, first release April 2026, so a little bit over a month. And yeah, that's us for now. So thank you.